A powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse.
Huh. Profound words this morning. 7:43 now, and Robin Williams, so good on the big screen, so generous off the screen. We've been saying it all morning, sort of the Bob Hope of his generation, touring with the USO, and ABC's Martha Raddatz has more on what he gave the men and women in uniform.
Playing the Air Force disc jockey Adrian Cronauer, Williams made the troops laugh in Good Morning Vietnam. And off-screen, around the world, Robin Williams made instant connections with our troops wherever he went. He traveled to war zones, entertaining close to 100,000 of our troops in 13 countries during his USO tours.
Did you get your photo? Good. Merry Christmas, folks.
After his shows, he'd always stick around, seeking out those who couldn't come to the main event.
He'd go to the guard towers. He'd go to the dining facilities. He'd go to the security police who couldn't come to the shows because they were on duty. And he would spend time with them individually. That was very moving.
And for the veterans, and especially the injured back home, Williams used comedy as therapy, telling our own Bob Woodruff during a fundraising Stand Up for Heroes event in 2012.
I'm so honored to meet them and know what they've gone through and say, hey, dude, this is just something that it really humbles me.
Another humbling moment for Williams came during a performance in Kuwait in 2007. The soldiers knew that bugle meant the flag was being lowered. Williams wasn't sure why the troops were turning their backs on him, but he, of course, found humor in that moment.
I'm not going to forget that. I've never had an entire audience just go, forget you! I was also wondering what's coming from that way.
Williams would joke about that for years to come, but you could always see that pride in our troops, that respect, and they always gave it back.
I just want to say thank you to all our men and women serving our country. Thank you very much.
General Ham, who you saw in that piece, traveled with Williams on USO tours. He said to me simply of Williams, he loved the troops, they loved him, and the general added, I did too. David?
So powerful.